From Maine.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Maine is home to the most skilled paper makers in the world. Our hardworking men and women manufacture paper products that we use every day. Our paper makers are also some of the best stewards of the environment. They know that we need healthy forests to make the high-quality wood products sold around the globe. When trees are harvested to make paper, the branches and the bark can be left behind to decompose, or they can be burned to generate energy to run the machinery to make paper. Either way, the carbon from this biomass is returned to the environment as part of the natural carbon cycle. What a great idea. Instead of in a landfill, this green renewable energy fuels our economy and creates jobs. Now, our Sappi paper mill in Skowhegan, Maine, burns biomass to make some of the finest quality paper in the world. In doing so, it directly employs 800 hardworking Mainers. In addition, loggers and truckers who produce and transport this biomass also earn paychecks for their families. Unfortunately, the Environmental Protection Agency is attacking this renewable method to power our businesses and to create jobs. You know, all of us who've sat around a campfire have seen that wet wood, branches, and grass emit a darker smoke. However, the same carbon is being recycled through the environment. It's just a slightly different color. But the EPA wants to impose stricter emission standards on companies that burn wet wood, branches, and bark instead of dumping them into a landfill. That just doesn't make sense. Mr. Chair, the EPA is trying to force our Skowhegan mill to spend millions of additional dollars on special smokestack equipment because wet biomass burns darker. The mill owners have worked diligently with the regional EPA office in Boston and the Maine Department of Environmental Protection to put in place a common-sense emissions monitoring system that reflects the burning of biomass. Sadly, the EPA headquarters right here in Washington rejected their sensible solution. Mr. Chairman, this is not fair, and this is not right. Those 800 hard-working paper makers at the Sappi mill deserve an EPA that works for them, not against them. Now, our paper mill in Maine could very well be a different mill in Michigan, Minnesota, or Georgia that also uses green American biomass energy. America should keep her energy dollars and jobs here at home and not ship them to the Middle East. Our businesses need that energy to keep our manufacturing jobs right here in America and not send them to China. This is a national security issue as well as a jobs issue, Mr. Chairman. Mr. Chair, I ask my House Republicans and Democrats today to support my simple, common-sense bill. Passing it will stop the EPA from unfairly penalizing employers who use green, renewable American biomass energy. My amendment prohibits the EPA from reaching beyond some of the biomass emission rules already being enforced by the regional EPA offices and the state environmental authorities. Let's show the American people today that Congress supports a domestic energy source that's good for the environment, creates jobs, and keeps us safer here at home.
Gentleman yield.
Yes, I do. Thank you, sir.
I suspect this issue is not just limited to your state, and I hope this language will help bring EPA to the table so that everyone can find a path forward for this issue that's important to the country. And certainly I have no objection to this amendment. In fact, I support it.
Thank you very much, Mr. Chairman. I appreciate it. Thank you.
Gentleman from Maine. Reserves. Yields back.
I reserve my time, sir.
Reserves. Gentlelady from Minnesota.